Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is adding methods to an interface. So far, all of the properties we've described on the person interface and the point interface are primitives, right? ID is a number, first is a string, last is a string, nickname's a string. If it's even there, it's optional. But we can also describe the way that an object should be shaped. That's a clunky way of saying that. We can describe the shape of an object in terms of what methods it includes and what those methods accept and what types they return. So let's start simple. On our person interface, we'll say in order for you to be a person, or to implement this interface, you need an ID, first, last, and maybe a nickname. And then you also must have a method called sayHi. And sayHi, there's a couple of syntax for this. This is the first one. We can use an arrow function notation like this, but we're not writing a function here, and that's what's kind of confusing. But I'm saying sayHi must be a method, and it returns, let's say it returns a string. So this is one way of writing that. And immediately, Thomas down here, my person, is going to complain, or TypeScript complains, saying sayHi is missing. So what if I add sayHi and I just set it equal to a string? Does that work? No. What I said here is not sayHi must be a string. This is the notation for saying it must be a method. In this case, it accepts 0 arguments, and then it returns a string. So I have to write a method in here. I can use an arrow function, and let's say it just returns hello, just like that. And that now fulfills the requirements. Everyone's happy. But what if I made a method, sayHi, that accepts a string, like name must be a string? Well, now I also get a complaint. It says, what are you doing? This is supposed to accept 0 arguments, according to the interface definition, right? It's empty, but you have 1 argument. That's not allowed. So we're describing the number of arguments and what they look like. In this case, nothing, no arguments, and the return value. Now, I mentioned you can describe this. You can use a different syntax as well. I could write it like this: sayHi, and then a colon, and then the return type, just like this. So it doesn't look very different, right? I'm going to get an error right now, but these don't look very different. But I'm using this arrow syntax here, and here I'm using the parentheses immediately after that property name to indicate that it's a method. So either one works, and you'll see I'm not getting a complaint down here. It's working great.